Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? I do apologize for last week. As you can tell, I've been a little under the weather. It's not COVID, I don't believe. It's just a sinus infection. It kind of starts here and then works its way back here. So that's why my voice sounds kind of funny right now. I've been working over a lot of snot trying to go down my throat right now. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, it's been a little bit here, and I wanted to jump back into more Dane Jackson stuff. Last time we left him, he was having a whole bunch of fun. And we're going to be rejoining him here a little bit. This video is a little bit older. It's still kind of newer, but it's really cool to see what Dane Jackson can do out there. Again, if you don't know who Dane Jackson is, he's one of the best kayakers in the world. I don't ever expect myself to be at his level of kayaking, although he's definitely inspired me to go do some more crazy stuff, come this summer. When the water's flowing a bit more and it's not as cold as it is now. It's been partly negatives or in the negative temperatures where I've been. So enough of that. Let's jump into the video here. That is just beautiful territory, though. That's an awesome thing about kayaking and rafting. You get out there, you get to see this type of stuff.
Having some breakfast, chilling by the fire. Level looks
and you get, great breakfast. And just look, if I can rewind it right.
Early in the morning, sun coming over the ridge.
Not the breakfast. I want to see your food, Dan. Sorry.
Chilling by the fire. Level looks.
So that's just about the width of the creek all the way down, I think. It's pretty crazy. If any of you guys have run this area, leave a comment down there. Tell me your guys' thoughts about it. Again, it's probably nothing I'm ever going to run in my life, but it's just cool to see.
Still pretty high, but definitely quite a bit lower than last night. I think we'll get a look at Mommy Gorge this morning and make a call. I really want to run all three again this trip, but gonna have to see what the level looks like. But for now, have some coffee, enjoy some breakfast. Always love waking up by the river. No matter what, it's gonna be a good day.
That is the best feeling when you wake up by the river. I can agree to that.
But I figured before I get my gear on, I could run up and see what the gorge looks like with the less water in the morning. Hopefully it'll look good.
It's just amazing because they're camped up on these, I wouldn't call them cliffs. I mean, when you get down close to the river, it's a bit more of a slant, but it's kind of an uphill, and then just kind of these rolling rocky hills here in the mountains, and they're camped up there, away from the creek a little bit, or the river anyway.
And I want to run it, be a fun way to start the day off. And like I said last night, I do still really want to try to get the flush today. Let's go see what the gorge looks like.
That's pretty crazy. I could never imagine running a boat through this stuff. I mean, Dane, you're crazy, man. That's all I gotta say. Just look how skinny it gets, too. Look right in there, all the way.
Definitely not.
I think it actually drops off just a little bit way down there.
Go see what the gorge looks like.
Okay, I don't want to see that, Dane. You're right there. Almost looks like it drops off, or it drops off right there. It looks like a little bit of splash of white water right down there.
Well,
still crazy though.
Definitely not low. First drop looks pretty good. Second drop definitely has a pretty solid meltdown into a pretty beefy hole right now. Remember that one being a little funkier. So this sequence literally goes that like sloping, hard to boof, like 15, 20 footer up top.
Jeez, 15, 20 feet?
After. Then it goes into this super funky drop where it like melts down into like a pretty beefy hole, but didn't work last time. Come down. Then it goes into that section, which is literally like a 90-degree turn where the middle of the flow has a big old tombstone.
Yeah, look at that. That's the 90-degree turn he's talking about, the tombstone right there. That's nuts. Although I guess being in a kayak, a bit more, maneuverable, you can make this stuff happen, but that's just nuts.
Rock, try to go left of it. But in order to go left of it, you actually have to catch an eddy on the right, ferry across, go left of it. After that, you plug a couple holes.
Jeez, what now? We got to catch an eddy on the right to go left. A little bit of ferry in there. Jeez, really? Wow. And not that much room to maneuver in there. Jeez Louise, man.
And after that, there's like two kind of slide holes that are back to back that you have to try to get over or around. And then right after that goes over a massive like horseshoe hole. You definitely need to be all the way right. No denying it's stout, but I think I'm feeling up to it. I think I'm gonna send it. I think it's gonna go good. It'll be rowdy though.
It's definitely gonna be rowdy. All right, here we go. We got some action. This is what we want. All right, this doesn't seem too bad just yet. Definitely a lot of foam in the water. Doesn't, do that much flotation. Good grief, what in the world? I know I like to pause a little bit, but I just like to, you know, take a look at this too. No, go forward a little bit. I missed it. Let me go back.
Go.
Seriously, what the heck? If you mess up in any of that, it's gonna hurt. Good grief, man. You're making me go into a coughing fit, jeez. But jeez Louise, man. Oh man, I'm anxious just looking at that. But yeah, he slides right through it. Oh, you know. Dane Jackson, you can't stop the guy. There's that dog, that was that right angle you was talking about earlier, I think. Whoa. Well, look at that. It's pretty good pour over in a tight space. Or drop in a tight space, anyway. I think his buddies walked around it. I think that's one of his buddies' kayaks right there. There's two other guys with him in this one. I think there's one guy there, and I think that's his kayak up there. They might have walked that one. Oh, this is the right angle he was talking about. Never mind. I got an ad coming up too. All right, back from an ad. That's pretty crazy. Oh, that was Eddie, and he's going back to the left here. It's Eddie on the right, go back to the left. Jeez. Good grief. A lot of that just seemed like he was bracing it. I mean, you know, paddle forward and then just brace and hang on to it as you go through. That's frick, man. Jeez Louise. And over the top of a drop. Oh, it didn't seem too bad.
So rowdy! That gorge is so stout. I think it's even higher than when I did it last time. It was already.
Yeah, look at that. That's what he just came through there. That's pretty crazy. This bottom drop doesn't seem too bad as long as you make it all the way over that and don't get caught in the hydraulic right there. But all that other stuff above that, wow, that's pretty crazy. I mean, I say this bottom drop isn't too bad. I've actually never gone over a drop in a kayak yet myself. I'd love to. I've done a small one in my little boat, in my little raft, my cub, but I've never done it nice in a kayak. I'd really love to do it.
Pretty high. Just so much back to back. So many places you do not want to like break a paddle and come out of your boat.
Yeah,
not my
geez.
cleanest lines, but definitely not quite as like clean as I had it a few years ago. But in a sequence like that, how powerful and boiling it all is, like, I'll take it. First drop, I don't think I got quite as much as the wall as I should have. So I kind of faded in more than I wanted. Kept my bow up a little, but kind of plugged in a bit. Rolled up quick, boofed the second hole. And then the second drop, I wanted to try getting up on the wall more, and I did. Kind of windmilled off the lip, wasn't that clean. That was the one I was a little curious how I was gonna go with these flows. Then the final sequence, it's so sick just dropping into that curler, getting that eddy, and then having to do that ferry in front of the rock.
Yeah, jeez.
And then when I boofed next to the rock, my edge kind of caught and I had to do a big brace. And then boofed through those bottom holes, and then finish it off with making it right on this last super stout hole.
I mean, that was a pretty slick run from Dane there. That was pretty cool.
Water level, but, whew, that was sick. Thanks for the safety.
Yeah, that's one of his buddies playing safety. There's the other guy down there. Jeez Louise, Dane, that's just tight. I mean, it might just be because we don't have these tight and narrow of areas here in Montana, but you know, this is just spectacular to me, and it definitely makes me want to get my kayak a bit more come spring and summer. Wow. Jeez Louise, he's just having fun now. Good grief, what is this? What? How? I mean, the water comes in, bounces off the right bank, comes back to the left, kind of an S turn right there, comes all the way around, drops off into that. There's like no water in there, it's foam. What the heck? There's no water there, it's just foam.
Alright, looking high, looking rowdy. It's probably even higher than when I ran it last time.
Jeez.
Feel with that first drop, either plug or get a bit of a boost. When you come out, just move back to the left wall, cut around this hole, charge over and get right at that last boil, last pillow, and last kind of hole. Like it's I feel really good about this whole sequence back to back, and I feel a lot more confident in these lines than I do on my mommy board. So, feeling good about it. And in the end, like the biggest thing is how that pillow and that hole kind of feeds it.
Yeah, geez, look at that. The water's boiling back up on itself. Like I said, there's more foam in there than water.
That wall.
I mean, more air in there than water, excuse me. You know, all the white stuff is actually air coming up out of the water as it's getting kind of turbulated in there, the turbulence. Air, as the water's coming in, it's catching some air, bringing it back up to the top, and that's what's causing the whitewater effect.
If I ended up in that hole, I think I'd be able to make it work. I think I'm gonna send it. Yeah, let's go.
Jeez, dang. All right, let's watch this. This is gonna be crazy. Okay. Gee, yeah. It's crazy. And then he's fighting for it. He's got to get set up for this one. Oh, look at that. Ooh. I don't think he wanted to hit that. No, he's doing it. No, he's in the water. Oh, he's back up. Holy crap, he came under that upside down almost.
I didn't make it right. I think I got too chill. That was... I thought I cut the corner around that hole enough, but I just didn't turn enough. So
if you can't hear him here a little bit because the video is a bit faint, he was trying to make it more to the right side from that big curling pillow that he hit into. So he's gonna run it again, I think. It's kind of what it seems like he's gonna do anyway, and then he's gonna, I think, get more right as he's saying here.
Went into the meat of the hole, kind of back into a little bit pocket, kept it upright, dropped into this pocket, did a roll, surfed out. Not the line I was looking for. Like I'm stoked I'm fine, but fuck. I totally thought I hit the tom was moving right. I just didn't charge hard enough right. That's disappointing. I was going to do it again for redemption. Hey! I'm going back! I'll do it twice! You know, one and done is always nice, but just pretty disappointed in that line.
This is one of those great scenarios where it's nice to have some buddies out there with you just in case you do hurt yourself. So, you know, he's going to go run it again. I'll watch that and we'll call it a video.
God said we're all good with it. I'm gonna head up and get some redemption. I really want to have a good line on this one. Gotta really focus on cutting behind the hole.
Alright, second run. Here we go, Dane. Woo! I got a nice swoop move there. Oh, underwater again. Oh, here he goes. He needed to get more right here. There he goes. Yeah, nice. Get it, Dan. Get it. Nice. Still spectacular and mind-blowing to me, but, you know, it's nice. Nice run. Again, probably nothing I'll ever do myself, but, you know, it's awesome to watch him. He's a great inspiration for anyone who wants to get out to kayaking. You know, he probably won't get to his skill level within like a little bit of time, but if you practice hard enough, you can get there. You know, I believe in you guys. You can get there. I probably won't get there myself just because I have limitations on myself. They're not physical. This might be physical. It might be a bit more mental for me. And then just the terrain I live in, I don't really have any of that around me right now. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. By the end of the year, or at least last year anyway, a few days ago for me, I nearly hit 300 subscribers on the channel. If I could do that here in the first few weeks of January here, that'd be awesome. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down there in the comment section. If you guys have run this area before, go ahead and leave a comment down there. Tell me what you guys think about it. And other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video.